WWE SmackDown has been a battlefield for the implosion of the Bloodline, one of the most dominant factions in recent history. The tension reached a boiling point on the latest episode as Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, found himself at odds with his own blood. This dramatic turn of events has captivated WWE fans worldwide, as the once unbreakable unit is now fractured beyond repair. The rise and fall of the Bloodline. The Bloodline, consisting of Roman Reigns, his cousins, the USOs, Jimmy and Jey USO, and more recently, Solo Sikoa, has been a dominant force in WWE. Reigns, as the leader, has held the Universal Championship for an unprecedented reign, and his cousins have backed him up, both in and out of the ring. Together, they have steamrolled through the competition, leaving a trail of vanquished opponents and shattered dreams. However, as with all great empires, internal strife began to take its toll. The cracks started showing when Jey USO, once Reigns' most loyal lieutenant, began to question his cousin's methods and motives. The tension between Jey and Reigns became palpable, with Reigns' heavy-handed leadership style and constant manipulation driving a wedge between the family members. The USO's rebel. The defining moment came when the USOs finally had enough of Reigns' tyranny. The SmackDown episode that saw the family's conflict reach its peak was one for the ages. Jey USO, in particular, stood up to Reigns, declaring that he was no longer willing to be a pawn in the tribal chief's game. This rebellion marked the beginning of the end for the Bloodline as fans knew it. Jimmy USO, always the more hot-headed of the two, was quick to join his brother in standing against Reigns. The two vowed to take back control of their own destiny, no longer willing to be under Reigns' oppressive rule. This set the stage for a showdown that had been months in the making. The Showdown on SmackDown. The latest episode of SmackDown featured the long-awaited clash between Reigns and his cousins. The anticipation was electric as the WWE Universe wondered if the USOs could finally dethrone the head of the table. The match that followed was a brutal affair, with both sides pulling out all the stops in a bid to assert dominance. Reigns, known for his cold and calculated approach, tried to keep his emotions in check, but the animosity between him and the USOs was too intense to ignore. The USOs, driven by a mix of rage and a desire for freedom, fought like men possessed. The match was a showcase of athleticism, resilience, and raw emotion, with neither side willing to back down. Solo Sikoa, the youngest member of the Bloodline, found himself caught in the middle. Torn between his loyalty to Reigns and his brothers, Sikoa's involvement added another layer of complexity to the already chaotic situation. His hesitation and internal conflict were evident, leaving fans questioning where his true loyalties lay. The aftermath. In the end, it was a night of shocking developments. The USOs managed to score a victory over Reigns, pinning the tribal chief for the first time in what felt like an eternity. This loss not only shook Reigns to his core, but also sent shockwaves through the entire WWE roster. The once unbeatable Roman Reigns had been humbled by his own family. The aftermath of this battle leaves the future of the Bloodline in question. With Reigns' aura of invincibility shattered, and the USOs now standing tall, the WWE Universe is left wondering what the next chapter in this saga will hold. Will Reigns seek revenge and attempt to reclaim his throne, or will the USOs establish themselves as the new kings of SmackDown? One thing is for certain, the landscape of WWE has been forever altered, and the fallout from this family feud will be felt for a long time to come. As the Bloodline continues to unravel, the WWE Universe eagerly awaits the next explosive development in this epic storyline.